Welcome back to Geeks R Sexy. I'm Jason LeDuc from Evil Genius Leadership Consultants. We have another guest who's a great business owner from the Las Vegas area. We try to bring you their great stories and lessons they've learned to help you with your business, or even just to be successful in your personal life by learning from some of the greats here in Las Vegas. Our next guest, or our current guest sitting here with me, Shawn Willis is an accomplished senior executive entrepreneur and board member with nearly 30 years of success in marketing and business development. As CEO and senior VP of Business Development for 5am Global, Shawn leads a team to create and execute branding, sales, promotional, digital events, and social media strategies. We talked a little about strategy in our last segment, how important it is. Strategies to help maximize profitability for B2B and B2C corporations. Shawn, welcome and thank you for being here today. It's so great. This is really special. Shawn is only the second person we've ever come back as a repeat guest. So this is a huge deal that we've brought her back today, and you'll find out exactly why we brought her back.
Thank you,
so
Jason.
This is really special. You were here about a year ago with a different company.
Yes.
But now you have a new business.
Yes.
And that's what you're here to tell us about today.
Yes.
So
Yes.
Tell us all about it.
Well, and it is a new company. We went through what we call executive transitions. I had a separation with my business partners. Some of our philosophies just grew differently, and that is not uncommon. And great experience. We have nothing but positive things to say because with each ending, there is usually a great beginning.
We hope.
We hope. And that's also if you do accept that. If you accept the fact that things are not always permanent and change is good. Change is really good. So you take a moment, you learn, you are able to assess the situations. You're also able to hold some things accountable, adapt, and then you move on. You move onward. And I always say you move onward positively and productively. We had a company before, and it's the same industry. I'm still in marketing. That has been my background for 30 years. So marketing, we had a full service marketing company and a publication. The only difference now is we don't have a publication. So we are still full service marketing. I put a lot of concentration on people, process, presentation for profit, and it's the same thing. I have a lot of my same team members, which I'm very proud of. It's been a great it's been a great challenge, but part of that challenge is getting to know and accepting those challenges and working through them.
That's great. So the same team you've all come to know and love, if you know Shawn for the most part, but it's a new name, 5am Global.
5am Global.
And it is a brand new company. It's not just the old company rebranded. Yes. It's a brand new company.
New company.
I want to make sure, I don't want to confuse the issue by what I just said. So, but you ended your business and you started a new one, and that was a little bit of a stressful experience for you.
And I'll tell you what, I'm going to correct the word stressful.
Okay.
It can be stressful, but I think we did a good job because we were honest with ourselves, and I did a wise move. You and I talked about this before, but a lot of times a consultant, a mentor needs a consultant and a mentor. And then one of the biggest things that I did do was I started talking to other business leaders and individuals and other executives who had also gone through a transition, who had also had a loss, a close of a business, and realizing, wow, it is not uncommon, it's not a bad thing, it is a process for growth, and learning that. I had a lot of business owners who are extremely successful right now, and before that success, they had a lot of challenges and a lot of business closings, and a lot of what we like to call business divorces.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's more common than most people think, and I'm looking at you business owners out there in the audience, especially if things are going really well for you right now. There are two types of business owners. There are the business owners who have gone through a major transition like this, having to close a company, having to split a company up, sometimes even worse. And then there are those who will.
Yes.
So unless you are the percent of a percent who have everything firing on all cylinders all the time, there are those of us who've been through it, and there are those of us who will. So, and
that's common. That's exactly what these business leaders, who I spoke with, they said, "Great, congratulations!
Yeah.
You have now been promoted to the great life of business. So now I don't go through that again, and you just keep moving forward."
Yeah, absolutely. So tell us a little bit about what you learned. I mean, you've told us a little bit about what you've learned, but tell us, what are some of the other lessons you learned about going through such a let's be honest, a major life transition?
That's exactly what it is. So it could have been stressful, but it was a major life transition. And one of the things that I learned is to stop, take a moment. Most important thing to do when you go through any transition, when you have a challenge, is to stop and breathe.
Absolutely.
So one of the, I call wise business people who I went to, I talked to you, I talked to a lot of others, but I did speak to a person who had said to me, let the cake bake. Because when you're going through those life transitions, you want things to happen now. You want the change. You want it to just be over so you can move onward. And that was where I was struggled with. It wasn't stressful because I saw the positive outcome, but it was hard because I wanted it to end so I could move onward. And I had a wise person say, let the cake bake. And that made me take some introspection and say, wow, just breathe. And out of that came something that we're working on.
Breathe 2019, which is
2019.
A big event you have coming up in just a few weeks.
Yes.
So tell us about Breathe 2019.
Absolutely.
You told us a little about
5 a.m. Global.
5 a.m. Global. You told us a little about Breathe 2019 coming out of this Let the Cake Break and Cake Bake.
Let the cake
Having
bake.
a rough day today.
That's okay.
Let the cake bake and that need to breathe, which we all need every now and then. In fact, should probably do a lot more often. But tell us about why also this particular event to help reinforce that lesson.
When you are a busy leader, executive, business owner, and you do take that moment to just breathe, then you are able to reflect. And when you can reflect, right, you can take in some of the positive things and you really pay attention to what you learn and you value your strengths. And one of the things that I feel very confident about is that we did build a company culture on healthy work-life balance.
That's
and
great.
During the time of talking to other executives and realizing that is a big challenge, your business leaders do not usually have work-life balance for themselves. Therefore, they cannot promote or help support that within their own teams. So breathe, taking a moment to breathe for clarity. Okay, health-wise, there's a lot of situations. But the question is, why can't we have work-life balance? What are the challenges? What are the restrictions? And usually it's something to do with health or it's wealth. Whether it's our ambition or our strive, our greatest goal for financial gain, or if there's a health problem or issues or concerns, usually we struggle with work-life balance. So this is Breathe, Health and Wealth Summit and Expo. We are dedicated to help share stories and help share the secrets of successful work-life balance for our business leaders. So those leaders can also develop that within their team and their company culture. So that's what Breathe Health and Wealth Summit is about.
So it's an event focused on business owners, business leaders, on helping them develop that work-life balance so that they can help mentor and guide their team to have that. Because I saw that a ton in the Air Force of leaders who would say, you have to take care of yourself, you have to have a work-life balance, you have to take care of your family, spend some time with your family, but they wouldn't do it.
They wouldn't do it.
And that sends a subliminal message that if the boss is there till midnight and not spending time with your family, that there's kind of an unspoken expectation that's what the boss expects from you, whether they really mean that or not. So we're tackling the problem by hitting the leaders with it and giving them good skills and practices and techniques.
Yes.
Right.
Because it's an ongoing challenge. It doesn't, just because you learn it today, you may need reinforcement. So what do they say? There's a saying that says the cobbler goes without shoes. So normally those who push and those who help design it don't do the same things for themselves. So we want to make sure that, yes, the business owners, business leaders, C-suite executives, make sure that those people with high, could be stressful, positions who are in charge and who have the responsibility of a team, make sure that they do stop and take that moment for themselves. And if they do lead with that. So for example, we are honoring, we have a full day summit. It's from 8:30 to 5:30 on February 20th at UNLV. And we have a preceding VIP reception. During that reception, we are honoring Mary Beth Seawald. She is the CEO and president of Las Vegas Metro Chamber of Commerce. Now, we're honoring her 2019 Leadership Award because, first of all, she does great with balancing work-life balance, and she is wonderful to her service professionally and also in the philanthropic world. She does lead a team with positive work-life balance.
She has a big team,
She
too.
has a big team, too. And they work effectively, efficiently, and productively because of this. And the other thing is we asked our honoree to declare her favorite charity, and she did declare the Nevada Military Support Alliance. And that being her favorite charity, we are making sure that all of the proceeds from the VIP reception are donated to this charity. So we're connecting the dots. Most of our business leaders are philanthropic. Our business leaders have relationship challenges a lot of times, personally and professionally. So we're showing the ways that it does work.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. And you have a monster speaker lineup for this event. So tell us some of the speakers, just a couple of the speakers you're going to have.
A couple? Can I give you more?
You can tell me as many as you want. I just don't want to put you on the spot.
Turns out. No problem. So first of all, Steve Shore, who is amazing. I've worked with him before, and Steve Shore is one great in this community. He is our moderator for this event. And like I said, he is amazing. Steve Shore is the moderator for the summit. So we have a full day speaker presentations, panel discussion. We have Carrie Booballs, who is the CEO and president of Vegas Nights. So he's one of our speakers. Brett Lashbrook, amazing. Again, he was very supportive from the beginning. He is our owner of the Las Vegas Lights, our new soccer team. And by the way, we love the Knights. We feel so good when we go to a Knights game. But if you haven't gone out to a Las Vegas Lights game, please do. There's so much fun and so much excitement.
You've got your homework.
We got
audience.
homework. But I want to tell you, too, we have Dre Gardner. Dre Gardner is an amazing yoga instructor with a very great story. I met him 3 years ago, and I said, I hope to one day do something with you. So when this event came out, he was a perfect person to engage, and he's very excited about being a part. We have Shane Jasmine Young.
She's great. She's been on this show.
She has.
Yes.
Well, she's great. Now, from a marketing perspective, I admire her because I can't even give her any advice or any consulting on her branding. It's amazing. But she is a lawyer in town, and she focuses a lot on estate planning. And she's great. She's one of our speakers and panelists. Along with that, we have Dave Levine, who's coming out from California. He's been a long-time entrepreneur. He was one of the first people, before you ever heard about Amazon, there was Uber, and the companies who are doing very great without having the inventory. He was the first one who started an internet company based on affiliates and growing not only his market, but growing revenue without maintaining inventory, just with relationships and marketing. So I call him a marketing whiz. So he is actually one of our speakers. Then we have Galit Ventura Rosen, an amazing author, speaker, and just one a community. She's a big part of our community and a fantastic speaker. And I have to go more because I have to give you Christoph Wyman. Christoph Wyman is a 5-star customer service specialist, and he does corporate speaking on that. And he's actually our business development partner, so he is one of our speakers. Great, fantastic.
And that is a lineup that.
And we have 18. We have 18
That's
more.
just scratching the surface, and that is a lineup that you will almost never find all at the same event on the same stage in the same day. So if you're interested in any or all of those speakers, where do they go?
Okay, so let's go to www.breathesummit.com. Very easy.
Okay.
Breathesummit.com. And I'm going to share this with you because, yes, it's a great lineup. And all of these busy professionals, busy individuals, are making time to be a part of this summit. That's one great thing. But they have also been able to master work-life balance. So if they can do it, I really do urge all of our other leaders, come out not only to support the event, but come out to learn. You will get valuable information that could only add to your productivity. It's been proven. There's so many studies that show how much happiness and healthiness between your company's team adds to profitability. And let's be honest, whether you're profit or nonprofit business, you need revenue. You need funding. You
revenue
have to grow.
cures everything,
That's
right?
It cures everything. So let's bring you out.
Okay.
Thank you.
So it's www.breathesummit.com. You can get your tickets to the main event, which is which day?
It's Wednesday, February 20th.
20th. And then the VIP reception is the night before.
The night before,
and
Tuesday.
You can also get your tickets to that
Yes.
at the same place.
Yes.
And how do they reach 5 a.m. Global? If they're interested in getting help from marketing, just like you've done a great job marketing this event you're doing, how can they reach you at 5 a.m. Global?
Thank you. So you can reach out to Shawn, SHAWN, Shawn at the number 5 a.m., like the morning, 5amglobal.com. And I share one more thing with you. 5 a.m. Global, consider, because we are an international business, there is a famous quote that says, legends, 5 a.m., legends are either waking up or going to bed at that time.
I haven't heard that.
Yeah.
It's a great quote.
Yes, a great inspiration.
All right, well, thank you so much for being here. Don't go too far. We're going to have you right back for our panel discussion. You don't go too far. We're going to bring Sarah and Lindsay back. We're going to talk about professionalism and what it means to these women and how we address that in our business lives. So stay right here. Jason LeDuc, this is Geeks R Sexy. We'll be right back.